was a typical spring game. At least we got it in. The weather cooperated a little bit. After we got started, I think the good thing is nobody got hurt that I know of, so, or at least seriously. So that's what you hope to have. I thought that, in the first half anyway, the first team offense looked pretty good, and the second team defense looked pretty good. So in the second half, we tried to throw the ball around and ran the clock some, and the defense played a little better.
Justin seemed like he was pretty efficient the short time that he was in there.
I thought Justin played okay, and Tim Byerly played okay. I feel good about both those guys. I think they're both capable. I was proud of Marcus Allen. I thought he played hard, did some good things, and made some plays. So it's good for Marcus.
Coming into spring, you looked like you attempted to give Jordan a lot more looks at quarterback. How do you rate his progression?
Well, Jordan got hurt. He missed a lot of spring practice. He missed almost a full week. Jordan's okay running the option and running the ball. He needs to learn to throw it. He just drops back and looks to run every time, And some of it was the crowd he was playing with. I mean, you don't have time to set your feet with that second offensive line, but he's got to learn to drop back and throw the ball on time, turn it loose.
Despite the weather, didn't seem like there were a whole lot of turnovers as they normally see in the spring game here. What do you make of that?
I was okay. I don't think we ran more than 3 or 4 different plays, but for the most part, they did a pretty good job. The first team had 1 turnover, I think, and maybe the second team had 1. There wasn't a whole lot going with that second team with that group up front.
Overall, Coach, did you get what you wanted to out of the game, and what is it that
the game,
Marcus brings?
I got what I wanted out of the game. Nobody got hurt. That's all I really cared about, and giving the guys a chance to have a little bit of fun. So, it was the fastest game, and yeah, we played that thing in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So they weren't out there long.
And the second part, Coach, what was it that you think eventually Marcus will be able to bring to the squad?
Well, I thought he played hard. I mean, he ran hard, broke some tackles. He didn't go down. He made some plays in the passing game, caught the ball. It was good to see. It's like I said, Marcus has been there all of about 7 days. So, but the biggest thing I thought he did was run hard. I mean, people had a hard time tackling him. He broke some tackles, made some runs.
To kind of follow up on that, how important was it to see some good things out of Marcus, given what happened with CJ earlier this week?
Yeah, I mean that's good that Marcus could get some things going, and we'll have 3 or 4 other guys there in the fall, and we'll sort it out.
Paul, with Justin, his spring is just kind of a matter. I mean, what you accomplished was not getting him hurt this spring. I mean. He
took some reps. I mean,
did
he
really
some things, and
okay.
I thought that he did a pretty good job. I mean, I'm standing behind the huddle, but the one wheel route he threw down the sideline, he hit the kid right in the hands. I think he dropped the ball, but he did some good things this spring. So I think he's got a better understanding. There was one time, I think it was maybe he played a couple of series. The second series, he could have checked the option back weak, and it would have been a big play, and he knew it. But I think part of it is he's not getting tackled, and But I think that he had a pretty good spring. So you're limited a little bit with him playing that way because they didn't run any midline, didn't run any of the stuff inside because we didn't want to get him hit. That when Timmy first came in the first half, we were running the ball. In the second half, I was trying to keep him and Marcus from getting hurt.
To follow up on the question about, CJ, can you give us an update on just his status and where things?
Yeah, he tore his ACL, so he's probably out for the season.
Can you just kind of? I mean, it's obviously it's a pretty big, significant blow.
Well, anytime anybody gets hurt, it's a big blow. But I mean, you just move on. You don't dwell on it. They're not going to cancel the season for us or anything. You know, Marcus did some good things. We'll miss CJ. He'd been working hard. I feel bad for him. But, you know, you got to go with the next man up mentality.
Coach Roof talked quite a bit during the spring about trying to build some depth on the defensive side of the ball. It seemed like there was a few guys out there, Sean, maybe Terrell Lewis, and Jalen Johnson that made some plays out
Yeah.
there tonight.
I thought some of those young guys made some plays. I tell you who made some plays was Kendarius Whitehead. You know, now he was playing against not the same, but even in the second half they moved him over to play against the ones, and he made some plays against the ones. So I thought Kendarius did some good things. Sean Kagawa's had a pretty good spring. He's done some good things. Jalen, they're learning to play. We didn't play DeMond a whole lot either. I think most of the guys and a lot of the linebackers, were out. But you want them to get some, but we know what they can do. They've played for 2 or 3 years.
Preseason predictions obviously have been very accurate regarding you guys. This next year, you're probably going to be picked in the top 20.
We should be to start the year.
Do you see this as having the makings of a top 20 team?
I don't know. We'll see. My personal thing is you don't rank teams until they play 3 or 4 games anyway. I think it's just a beauty pageant. But if you go off what the teams accomplished last year, then we certainly should be in the top 10 or the top 20 when the preseason starts until somebody beats us. Then we'll see if we're that good. But it's crazy to rank teams in the top 20 that won 6 games and 5 games to preseason just because of who they are.
Is this kind of the worst luck injury-wise you've had in the spring in a long time? It seems like you're down to in
well,
the 40s
what's happened
in
is
scholarship guys.
what magnifies it is it's the same position. And any time that you have multiple injuries at the same position, it's magnified. But it was kind of equal. I mean, we lost some linebackers. A bunch of them got hurt. We had several offensive linemen out to start. Then it had B-backs. It was just kind of different positions,
You'd mentioned drops a couple, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. Was today kind of?
Yeah, we dropped a few balls today.
Yeah.
The conditions weren't great, but we got to make some of those plays. I know Antonio had one that would have been a touchdown, and a couple of slots dropped a couple of balls that would have been big plays too. We've had that problem this spring. We've had some drops.